pay $20. The regular price would be $59. Now for 30 minutes, you pay $30. The regular price would be $89.70. You would use the discount code of $30. Now all of you also get a plus $5 minutes free. And so I hope that is clear. Hope I didn't scramble it too much. So, having said all of that, how are you people out there? I definitely missed last week. I am so happy to be back. System working, everything going great, and going forward. Our time. Alright. Now, typically I will lay out 3 cards, and that gives me kind of an overall picture of the question and how to answer it. Alright? So for right now, we get to start with the 4 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Swords. Alright, so starting with the first one, the 4 of Pentacles. This is a card that says, even though you might not have a lot of money to share, this is a great time to do that sharing anyway. So if you're feeling kind of scrambling maybe to make your bills, and yet somebody you know is in even worse shape, so you could buy them a dinner, or you give them something good, healthy to eat. There's all kinds of things you could do. Kind of not too expensive, but good. So it's called sharing, even if you don't feel you have a lot to share. Alright? So, with the next one being the Ace of Wands, this is a new start. It's great passion, and it's saying something strong for you. It means the people around you think of you as being kind of dynamic, so this is great. The following card being the King of Swords, this is a regal card, alright? This is a card saying, listen to me, I will lead you, I will direct you, and you will be safe under my care, guidance, or help. And so it's kind of an important card. Alright? Yeah, what a combination. If this is any indication of what the week ahead is like, you're gonna be doing great. Okay? So, and I did want to say something regarding the Queen of England and her passing. Yeah, like all of you, I'm sure we had kind of expected her to pass. She was very getting up there in age. And so it's kind of expected, but it's still, I mean, she's been there so long. It's kind of sad. It's not even kind of, it's just sad for her to pass. So this is something I did want to bring up, and if anyone has questions about it, jump in and say something. It's okay. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so again, the next 3 cards, Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Now this combination, it's again, with the Pentacles, it's like sharing your wealth, which with this particular card, you've got enough to go around, and that says a lot. You may want to hang on to it. No, you don't hand them all your money. No, never. But it is nice to share. You're making a great step forward. You're doing great. And as far as money goes, or that type of thing, yeah, it's here. All right? Then with the Knight of Cups, this knight is guarding his cup, which is overflowing with love. This is great in the sense of, yeah, things are happening. This guy knows when he's got it good, and he's very protective of those that he loves, that love him. So to me, it's a very almost self-explanatory card. Okay? Ending up with the Ace of Swords. Alright, now, typically, Swords brings in kind of a new start. It tends to represent the colder months. So, it's like, well, yes, winter is well on its way. And you're going to see things changing. Not always what you consider to be the best, but at the same time, I believe it will not be so bad. Okay? So it's a step forward. Yes, and that says a lot as well. So you're doing great things for those around you as well as yourself. Okay? Off to a good start so far. Alright. And shuffle again. Pull up 3 more cards. And I look forward to jumping into a question. So, here we go. And we have, let's see, I know you can hear me shuffling. Let's see what comes up. And, 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. Yep, 4 of Swords. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It is the 4 of Wands. Guess I need glasses. Okay, so this combination stands for you have many new options coming up for you. So whether it's you're in a job hunt or you've got classes you have to choose, which ones you can handle, which ones you can't. If you go for just the ones that you rely on, the ones that you trust, that you've typically gone with before, this would be a time to choose something new. Something you haven't done at least 50 times. Okay? Make your selection, not based on what you're comfortable with, not based on just the looks, of whatever it is, whether it's a new person, a new job, a new class. Don't go by what is obvious. Go for something new and a little unusual. Okay? Now with the Ten of Wands, this is a strong indication of you have really done a lot of work. Whether, again, it's through school, your job, whatever it is, you put in a lot of work. Now it's time to kind of go home and take care of things. All right? And from that perspective, you've got to pick and choose what you can carry. So again, if this is like, I'll use the example of school, all right? And you've got a choice of 5 classes. Well, you don't want to push yourself and try for 6. And 5 may actually be too many. So maybe 4 would work. Choose what you can handle, what isn't going to completely stress you out, okay? Don't overburden yourself. That's what that card is saying, all right? With the final card being the Four of Wands, this is an indication of you have arranged your life, again, probably through schooling, work, and family. Those are basically your standard 3 options. And you've done your homework, you've done your work, you're ready to reach your goal. You're ready, you've raised yourself up, and you're just within reach, and it may be a bit of a stretch, just a little one, and you will achieve your goal. And that is great for you. All right? So this combination, choose wisely, not just comfortably. Don't overdo. If you go work out at the gym, don't do 50 reps on one exercise. Do half that, or maybe even less. Or don't put too much weight on whatever exercise. Don't overburden yourself. That only causes you harm because you end up hurting yourself. Okay? Now, finally, the total outcome answer would be yes, you will be successful in whatever you're trying to accomplish, and it's going to go well. So this says a lot just for you. Okay? So, here we go. Next 3. And again, I know you can hear me shuffling, and that's great. Let you know I am still here. Okay? And going forward, the next 3, and yes, I do tend to shuffle 3 times. The next 3 are, and 5 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and then the King of Pentacles. Now this combination is really, really interesting. It is an indication of you are going to be put into a position where you may have to kind of get out of, okay, with young people, you may not recognize this phrase. I'm kind of an old person. So, if you've never heard the phrase, it's time to get out of Dodge. What that means is there's trouble coming, and especially if it's not due to what you've said or done, but what someone else has started, and they blame you for it, now's the time to get out. Leave, let the other person take what they have coming to them without putting yourself in that danger, okay? What this says is it's time to leave, sometimes very quickly, all right? Now, if that's a figurative term, this would be an indication if you have had a fight with your mate, then you've said something harsh or mean, even a bit cruel. Well, this says time to explain yourself, time to correct the damage, or it's time to leave where you are, go take a nice brisk walk around the block, go do something just to let everybody calm down, okay? It means basically, yes, it is time to leave one way or another, not permanently, no, but yeah, it is time to leave for the moment, okay? Now with the Page of Pentacles, this is an indication of finding something shiny, beautiful, which could be a new friendship, a new relationship. It could be a part-time job or a regular job. One that you thought you would never maybe get. All right? It's being presented to you because you've earned it and it needs your attention. All right? So this is good. It's called, yes, this is the time to pick that up and go forward. Take what is given to you. All right? And that helps you. Pages are kind of like the young people. Okay? So yes, it does make a difference. Now with the King of Pentacles following this all up, and again, Pentacles tend to represent wealth. Also stability. Okay? So what that says, wealth comes in every form. It's not just money, but it is wealth of friendship, a mate, family, children. It comes in the form of a job that supports you. It can come from an inheritance. It can mean your own issues, your values. Wealth is not just money. Okay? So what this king is saying is now is the time to let people know your stability, what you have going for you, and carry that forward. All right? That can make a big difference. Yeah. So, going forward, I mean, the king is regal. It's like, pay attention. I'm here. Listen to what I'm saying. This would be you. All right? Listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you want. You can have it now. And that is what's important. So you're getting through kind of a tough week. Not super bad, but it's not maybe the easiest starting out. So that can make a difference too. Okay? You'll see. Things are going on. Even if it's in the background. Things are going on for you. Alright. So now, do up 3 more cards and see what they have to say. Now, along with everything that is coming up, I keep seeing kind of strong power cards, and that indicates you have great standing. You have great energy. People will want to be around you. And that doesn't mean you take advantage of them or of the situation. It just means people do want to let you know that you are important to them.
Alright, I restarted the dryer.
It means that you have a lot to say. Okay? Yeah. Kings, knights, queens, even pages. Yeah. Those are kind of the regal cards. They speak of strength, kind of a dominance. Depends on the suit. But they tend to always be kind of good, even if it's a harsh lesson that they're giving. So it's alright. It's great. The other cards, like the Empress and the Emperor, the High Priestess, they all indicate, especially with the Emperor and the Empress, they represent, they like being waited on. They like having things given to them. Well, in honesty, who doesn't? So that's kind of normal, alright? It's only when it goes to extremes and it creates a different burden for the people that you expect to give to you, then it's not always the best way to go. It's called be kind, but know that it's not just you that needs to be given to, but other people as well. And what that means is, like the Emperor, alright? I'm sure you would understand, but he likes somebody to come and take his boots off, or to serve him his drink, whatever it is. Now, for cats, it would tend to be milk, but so whatever it is. Then he expects to be having food given to him without his asking. And it's like, okay, that means that what is going on, okay, he's kind of got a lot of demands. And the people aren't so eager to be around that person. So the lesson here is, if you are that type of person that expects everybody to do everything for you, it's only going to go so far. And then these very people that you have these expectations of, are going to want to say, nah, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I can't do it. And you're going to feel abandoned and like nobody wants you. Well, okay, think back as to what your actions were. Okay? So, even the king, you can only go so far before you have to give something back to others. So it's not just making sure they get their pay. It could be doing something special for them. You know, giving your mate flowers out of the blue. Doing something special that lets them know they are honored and respected by you. And that can make the biggest difference. Okay? So, after all this talking, I did throw 3 cards. And the first one is the Hanged Man. Well, with this deck, it's the Hanged Cat. But, okay. The next one is the 4 of Wands, again. And then we get the Page of Pentacles, again. So what this is saying, okay, with the Hanged Man, it's time to look at things in a different perspective. It's not just how you want the world, your world. It's maybe how someone else feels, and maybe being put in their shoes for a change. Helps you to understand what they're going through. And that makes a big difference, alright? So yeah, it's putting yourself in a position that you would not normally put yourself into on purpose. Okay? Then again, we have the 4 of Wands. This again, get yourself put into a position where you know what you're looking for, you know what you want, and you kind of have an idea on how to get there. And it's just, now you have to do it. You have to do the preparations, alright? In order to get what you want. And that makes a difference, yes. And then you achieve your goal. And then again with the Page of Pentacles. Now, pages tend to be young people, alright? So, if you're still in school, say you just graduated high school, and you don't yet know exactly where you want to go. Okay, the page, that would be you, alright? If you're a parent, and you've got a little one, this page could be that little one. It's young people. People younger than you. Alright? So them finding something new and worthwhile, very tempting, is great. Don't just grab it away from them. Watch, wait, guide, and coach. And you'll find that helps that page grow stronger, more self-assured, and therefore wealthy. Okay? So yes, it does make a difference. Alright. Now, going forward, I keep hoping the Fool will come up. Now the Fool with this particular deck means kind of starting out on a new journey. Gotta be careful though. Gotta plan and pack just exactly what you can carry. Alright? That just means you can't take your whole house with you unless you're moving. Totally. Alright? But if you're going on just a trip, you can't pack your whole house. Or you can't pack everything in your closet. You could take things that are correct, things you will use, and maybe have some room to bring something new back with you. And that can make a difference. Okay? That's why I love the Fool. Because it does not mean you are the Fool. It simply means you're starting something new. You're being adventurous and a little carefree. But it makes it just that much fun. It's great. Okay? Alright. Next 3 cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, and the 4 of Swords. Alright, now this combination with the Ace of Pentacles, well, I've already said what pentacles represent. This would be something new and very good, happy, and healthy for you. It can also represent a yes answer to a specifically trying situation. So if you're trying to qualify for a house and you're not sure you're going to have it approved, this card comes up and it's like, yes, you will have the funds, you will be able to afford it. So, yes, it's attaining something new. Alright? Now with Judgment, this is an interesting card. This is saying that someone, maybe several someones around you are watching to see what you're going to do. Are you the kind of person that would intentionally harm them? Inadvertently harm them? Or become your greatest friend? So they're waiting to see what you're going to do. So this is up to you to make that next step and to prove your qualifications, what you value in you. It's not being maybe a know-it-all, but yes, you want people to listen to you. So it's like saying something very special, very good, catches your audience's attention. So it would be like an actor or somebody up on stage having just the right set of circumstances, and they wow you, or you wow them. And this is what this is. It's like they're waiting to see what kind of person you are, what kind of thing are you going to do. And if you do kind of the best way, you're judged. Great. No one likes being judged, but let's face it, sometimes we are. This is a good outcome. Alright? Then the 4 of Swords. Now is the time to kind of go back, rest, relax. And if you could see this image, it is of a very tired cat curled up on a rug in front of a blazing hot fire in a fireplace. And this cat is just so comfortable, so happy to be warm, that it can rest, it can relax, it can actually sleep now. So this is an indication of, with everything going on, it's like you can actually start to do that. You can also begin to relax, kind of do an expanding, stretching out, doing what you've wanted to do maybe for the last 12 hours. Now you can do it. So whether it's taking a nice hot soak in the bathtub, or it is sitting before a fire in a fireplace and reading a good book. Just being able to relax and enjoy. Okay? So, this is great. This is good. Okay? So, here we go again. Here's some more. And again, going forward, here I am shuffling the cards. And I do that a lot. So let's see here. There are several really interesting cards. I think I've spoken before about my favorites. But let's see here. And I think that will do it. And here we go. And that is, okay, Six of Pentacles. And here's the Fool. All right. And again, we have Judgment. All right. So, what this says, okay, with the Six of Pentacles, there is, I think the best way to put it, everyone sometimes has to do this. But it's called balancing out. So whatever you put into something, you can expect kind of an equal thing coming out of it. So the prime example I'm going to use is you do a hard day's work, you put in your 8 hours, and you expect, you did the best work that you can do maybe than anybody else did that day. Well, you're not going to get praise back, but you will get a good pay rate for that day. You may get a compliment from your boss saying you really did well yesterday. Okay? But it's balancing things out. It's another example would be, yeah, okay, you may not be rich, but you give a homeless person $1. They thank you. Now, on the flip side of that, because you were generous when you don't have a lot, the other result back is when you need help or you need something, someone else is going to be giving to you. So again, it balances out. Whatever you give out will be replaced, if not even more value to you. Alright? So all of this comes into play. And then here is the card I was talking about, the Fool card. This is one that says, alright, it's time to pack for the journey, time to get moving. You may make plans to leave at 6 in the morning, and so you don't get out the door until 8. Okay, well, it's not a catastrophe. But it is saying, do what you have to do for you to go forward, to be strong, take a chance, try something new, and 99 times out of 100, you will be rewarded. You will have a great time, a new experience, and you found out something even better about you. Alright? So it's great. Do it. Go for it. Alright? And then again, we have the judgment card. Don't let other people judge you simply by what you've said or what you've done, as long as no malice or intention of causing pain was done by you. So, on the spur of the moment, you go flying to Mexico, and you have 4 days that you can sleep in the sun, go for dives in the ocean, do some exploring, undersea life, take a tour boat. And people are going, in this economy, are you crazy? No. I had fun and I learned something. Okay? So this is kind of what this is doing. It's like, don't judge me. I know what I'm doing, and it was great. Now I'm ready to dive back into work, or I'm ready to dive back into school, and I can do even better than I was doing before. Okay? So this is good. You're going to find it works. Okay? So, you have got a lot of things coming up for you this next week and going forward. Okay? And you're going to find some new challenges, some new friends, and some pretty nice rewards. One of the things that's very important is to know that you've done your best, that you've accomplished as much as you can do, and if you need help, don't hesitate to ask. Everyone needs help sometimes, and I'm guilty of this horribly, okay? I don't like asking other people for help. I grew up having to learn things sometimes the hard way, but I learned it, and it has never left me. I've remembered it, I've been able to use it, and it still benefits me. At the same time, with especially electronics, I just do not understand. There are times I don't know how to do something. And instead of floundering or not getting whatever it is done, I'm stuck. So I have to ask for help. It's kind of just that simple. Alright? Ask for help when you need it. Not as an excuse for not getting something done, but more for learning. Learning how to do something that you may not have been able to do. And then remember, if you need to, you write the steps down and go from there. And yeah, it works. It is sometimes very frustrating, very scary, but it works. Okay? So, that's kind of where it seems that the cards tonight keep going back to. Okay, even if you say something to someone and it was harsh and uncalled for, you do have to take that step back and either tell them, look, I'm sorry, I had a bad moment. I did not mean to hurt your feelings. Okay, well, that works. Because, of all things, that made the other person feel worthy. It's like, okay, I didn't think I did anything wrong to get yelled at for it. So thank you for apologizing. And you have gotten yourself out of hot water. Where if you had not gone back and apologized, then you've got somebody with massive hurt feelings. They're not going to forgive you, and you've got nothing but problems from that point on. And therefore, yeah, sometimes you have to walk away from a situation, even if you're the one that created it. Not to escape, but it is time to get yourself together, go back, and say what needs to be said to repair the damage. It's not easy. No one likes to apologize. But sometimes you have to. Okay. So, here we go. We have one more. Here we go. 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Oh no, the Magician. Okay. Now with this, with the 4 of Pentacles, again, you may have the money you need for something. But you know, someone else comes along and they don't have enough for what they need. Well, your thing, maybe you could get it a little cheaper, doing it things just a little bit better, differently, where you could still get what you want with maybe a little less money. Therefore, you can help out the person that doesn't have enough to get what they need, and therefore your generosity is actually very much rewarded, because that very person that was more needful than you, they're going to come back not to do it again, but to give you something else in return. So it's like, okay, I think I mentioned it before, someone you know doesn't have enough money for a sandwich. So you go and you buy a sandwich and you give it to them. Okay, well, that person that you bought the sandwich for can come back the next day and they made you a cake. And they're going, I wanted to do this to show you my appreciation. Well, now you have dessert, maybe for your friends that night at dinner, and that wasn't something you had planned. So you got a reward back. May not have been the money, but it was something that actually could be valued as even more. That's what this card is about. Now with the 5 of Pentacles, this is a strange card, because it's like, I want in, I want in, I want in. Let me in there. Whoever it is feeling left out, not wanted, not appreciated. You're begging for it. Well, oddly enough, under this situation, yeah, they can let you in, only to find out that they were waiting for you not to feed you, but so that you could serve them. And that's not exactly what you were bargaining for. So it was actually nicer not being in there. Okay? So it's like, Make sure, and that can make a huge difference. All right? Then we have the Magician. Now, the Magician is a card that confirms for you or someone you know that they have, as the example, psychic powers, or they have the ability to know things about people's pasts, or they know things about the future. They feel other people. So they could walk into a room and they're going, oh my Lord, get me out of here, this is not good. And it's because practically everybody in that room is fighting or angry. And they're going, I didn't know, no, danger. They have some ability. People call it magic. Some people. And in a way it is. You have a gift that you can share with others. You want to make sure you're not going to be critiqued to the point of basically, what can I say, like no return. Okay? So there's something that needs to be done to make sure you're safe and yet be able to do what your gift is all about. So like with me, reading the tarot cards tonight, this is saying, here's a gift. I am going to share it with you. I know you won't hurt me because I trust you. Alright? It also says, yes, I could pick up on people's feelings. I could pick up on kind of maybe their question or their issue. Sometimes I am spot on. Other times there has to be a little digging done to really fine tune what I'm picking up on. So I'm not God. I'm not even a goddess. Okay? I am a basic human with a gift that I have had, according to my mother, actively been able to misplace something. And she would be spinning around the room. I could tell, I can remember this. And she'd be saying, where is it? Where is this thing? And all I would have to do is point. And she'd look at me and she's going, point. Okay, where is that? And she would go right to that area and find what she was looking for. I have had that gift, even if I didn't know what it was exactly that she was looking for. Piece of paper. Maybe her lighter. It could have been her purse. I may not have understood what those words were, but somehow I knew where it was. So this is something that, yes, I've had this all my life. And in just a few weeks, I will be turning 67. So it's been a very long time. This is me. I do know things. I can't explain how I know them sometimes, but I know them. That's my gift that I share with you in my readings, in even explaining the cards. I could pull the very same card up 15, 20 times. Each time it comes up, there's a little bit of a twist to it, a little bit of change. And that tells me, okay, this is where this card is leading me this time. It works. Every time. It works. So, yes, I do ask questions because I am trying to fine tune, do my little bit of digging to find out exactly why I'm feeling this way, why I just said what I said, what is behind it, where is it leading me to help you. And that makes a huge difference in each reading. I am not perfect. I never want to be perfect. That would put me in the God or Goddess role. And I don't want that stress. I don't want that power. I want to be able to help the people I can help. And that's all. And because I'm not perfect, yeah, I'm going to make mistakes. I don't know of a psychic alive that has been absolutely 100% right every time. Yes, there have been some that have been 100% overall, but not every time. Their timing was off, the year was off, even maybe the location may have been off. So they're not perfect. They're not 100% each time. And yeah, that makes a change. Okay? Therefore, that's what this is all about. That's what this does. Okay? And I see we are just about out of time. We have 1 more minute remaining. Okay? So, I do want to spend this time saying thank you so much for your listening, your, shall I say, tolerating me with my kind of lecture, my explanations, maybe my insight tonight will have helped you. So I go forward. I've done the best I can do. And I thank you. It has been wonderful. And you have a wonderful, terrific weekend and week for next week. I look forward to being back on next Thursday, on time and ready to help you. All right? So, thank you again, and you guys be safe. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Welcome to spikehotel.com. The next available operator will...
Hello. Well, it says it's an hour, almost an hour and 1 minute.
Okay, perfect. So, I had two passages. I had another issue with my neighbor, so I had to be, I don't know how to say it in English, like, just paying attention to the phone in order, just in case that something happens. But have you, and the stream, I think I missed the last 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I didn't have anybody come on.
Oh, okay.
No one.
Well, I heard you talking a lot, so that
Yeah.
was good. Sorry, I could not pay attention.
That's okay.
This is normal. This has happened to every other psychic, and the fact that you kept talking as if it was a blog is perfect.
Okay.
That's actually what Erica asked for every live stream. Like you bring a topic, you talk about it, and if you didn't have anyone talking or asking, you just keep on going with your exposition, and that is perfect.
Yeah, that's all I did. At the tail end of it, I went into a little bit of kind of my background and where I kind of where I came from with everything. Since the age of 3, helping my mother and going from there. I went into why I do the readings, and that no, I do not want to be a god or a goddess. That puts me up there in the perfect rank, and I don't want to be there. Stress is too much.
Okay, yeah, that is perfect. So people are going to be watching that
Okay.
recorded. So.
Well, it's still going. I don't know. Do you want me to stop it or?
Sorry, I could not hear you.